Hello everyone and welcome to another tournament commentary. I actually didn't forget to start recording at the right time, but Fraps crashed. So since it was only a couple of seconds into the game, I figured might as well just record from the start again. And as I was saying, since I have some free time, I'm doing a couple of these, and I'm gonna be uploading them over time. I'm not gonna be taking my green deck into tournaments for at least a few days until I am reasonably comfortable with it, because even if the deck itself is not in the worst spot, like actual card-wise, I still can't play it anywhere near well enough. Well, that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna hit him. And since he's guaranteed to get my Hound, there's no point in playing a Doppelganger this turn. Of course, the trade-off is that I am using one of my shards, but I have conflict in my hand if I really need to. And this way, of course, if he plays another one, it's not a big deal since I can just use the second Hound to finish this guy off. And if he plays a 3-drop and uses the Angel to finish off my Hiding Fire, that's fine too. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Okay. So he's killing that off. Sucks that he gets an easy 2-for-1, but not much I can do about it. I'm just playing this in Shard Zone. The only real value I get of milling is activating Revenge on this guy, but it's still straight up better than the alternative. And at this point I do have to kill the Honor Angel so that his Pegasus doesn't get to attack me. Of course, if he has dual casting, it will be annoying. But if he doesn't, I'm all good. Okay. Interesting choice to make. I think I'm just gonna discard this guy. He can be good, but he takes a lot of work to set up. And just playing Doppelgangers and killing off his guys seems like the better option. So we're gonna trade these guys off, so I'm getting back the card that I lost basically. This turn I'm shard zoning, playing this guy in attack, weakening this Doppelganger, and killing off his lions. Not sure why. Probably the opponent went AFK. So overall, he is basically a card ahead, but I have 2-2-1s in play, which should be good against the more tempo-ish aggressive deck that he is playing. The 2-1 on defense is not the best against him, but it should be able to get something. And actually this ended up being a lot better than I could have hoped for. Even if I think I do have to mulligan, since he wasted his turret and his whole turn on just one thing. And the choice is, do I play party into greedy evil, or do I just mulligan? Yeah, I think party is a reasonable play. And I'm gonna pass. Basically, my hope is to party this turn, kill one thing off, use the second token for greedy evil, then use my hero to kill another thing off. Excellent, he triggered my trap. And it's very nice to get such massive value out of a 1 mana trap, so this actually ends up being better than expected. So attack, kill it off, swing with... Okay, so it doesn't have to be active, that means I can attack with both guys. I just wanted to double check since it is a new card, haven't played with it that much, and it would be very awkward if I had to sacrifice myself. It's also gonna come in as a 4/4, which is not irrelevant. And while losing a ghoul is not amazing, it's one of the better sacrifice targets in my deck. The reason I don't play that many of these is because, the same way as Contract with Devil, I don't have many guys who actually want to sacrifice late game. This is better in like aggro-ish black deck, if one ever exists, where your guys become obsolete and you just sack them. With him I basically have Doppelganger, Party of the Dead, and sometimes my 2/3 Gravekeeper of Agris. After I kill something, it ends up at 1 HP, and sacrificing that is not too bad. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just gonna kill that off. The 1 extra AP really coming in handy here. So that's fine. And I should have mulliganed before I play this, because I actually don't have anything to play. But I think I'm just gonna kill this guy, even if it is pretty bad value. It's still effectively a 2-for-1. And get this guy in play. It's still that was a mistake, I think, because I should have just mulliganed and not have to play this guy. But the good thing is he's under a lot of pressure. Hangman is not an option for him, and he has to basically do something quickly to survive. Okay, so at this point I won't actually mulligan, since I have such massive ward presence that I will... First of all, I'm gonna use my hero skill over something like dual casting or conflict, because I want to be playing this guy next turn. Then I'm gonna use my greedy evil to kill off his guy and swing for 5. And now, if I need to, I can conflict the Violet and or Party of the Dead. So next turn I'm threatening to have basically lethal on board with 3 removal spells in my hand. And if that's not an option, just dropping a Dragon Woman should give me a lot of options, basically. That's fine. That's fine. So I'm fine actually trading both of these off. And since I know exactly what I'm gonna do, no point in giving him a chance to use his hero skill and put some guys into attack zone if he so desires. So let's seal that. I don't know if he was planning to do that or not. So I'm gonna attack this guy. If he doesn't block, then okay. So that was just a mistake, but I think at this point he kind of gave up. Basically, he could have made sure both of my ghouls die. Oh wait, did that guy have honor? Yeah, he did. Okay, never mind. So I made a better play than I knew. And he's down to 3 HP with 2 5 drops in play. I have a burst removal spell, a ghoul, and 2 dual castings. And I can actually use both dual castings and conflict in one turn, so I can kill a 3 toughness creature if I need to. Okay, he's down to 2 HP, which makes the ghoul lethal too. Not sure what kind of options he has, but I'm just gonna dual cast, getting rid of one of his blockers. That's fine. The thing is, he's still dead on board, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do. But I'll dual cast again. If he wastes all his mana, then I'm guaranteed that I win. And I attack. And hopefully he just concedes the game, yep. And white deck down. He didn't draw any mercies if he had them, so that's kind of nice. But still, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next round. Hello everyone, and welcome back to round 2. Completely miserable hand, but luckily I am on to draw, so if I draw a shard, I don't have to mulligan. I mean, if I get past the first couple of turns, this hand is actually reasonable. I have all these parties to make my greedy evil actually good. But no shards. So that's that. And I'm gonna wish him a good luck. And against blue, these shards don't do too much, so might as well get them out of the way early to make sure that I see as many cards as I can as early as possible. I mean, I might keep one around against Melina because she does sometimes play the laboratory. Carla Rossi, I mean. Okay. Not an amazing hand, but I can live with this. I do need a 2-drop or something to do next turn, or I will have to just pass. Okay, so this looks like the burn blue. So I do have to mulligan again, since I need some place. And this is actually a highly reasonable hand. Doppelganger should give me should let me clear off any basically creatures he plays reasonably well, and then I'll play the party to finish everything off. Excellent. So I'm just gonna... So maybe he's not as aggro as I believed him to be. But we'll see. Having a bunch of 1 toughness guys is not ideal against blue, but when you got them all from basically one guy, it takes a lot of the potential value out of any kind of sweeper that he plays. So next turn, the good thing also this is a 3-drop, so he can't kill it, which is always nice. Next turn, the question will be, okay, so he's really giving me a lot of value, since he had to waste a meteor shower on it. And his whole turn. The question is, what do I do now? I hope I draw like a 3 or 4 drop. Yeah, I think... Unfortunately, I have to play this. I might use my hero skill. It's really frustrating when you... Basically, I had a chance to completely take over the game by playing a good attacker, and my hand just didn't deliver. I had to mulligan twice early game because of how miserable my hand was, and it's still pretty bad. So next turn, if he attacks my pale blue moon, I'll just flip it. See, now I get this guy. If I could have played him last turn, things would have been so much better. So I'll try to flip my pale blue moon. If that for some reason doesn't work out, then I will just play Party of the Dead. I mean, that's fine. He gets in for 3 damage, and I get to basically negate the whole advantage of playing Dark Sage by dropping the party. I'm gonna leave it as a 0-1 just to make sure that my dual castings can go off when I need to, because there is no real way for blue to get value out of him unless they splash the black card that lets you sacrifice a creature and gain HP based on its life. But even then, this is a very controlish deck, so it wouldn't be the end of the world even if they do that. Where were you 2 turns ago? At this point, I'm just playing the vampire, obviously. And again, I have 2 guys in play, massive number of extra cards in hand, since he had to mana zone to play him, and I basically negated the 2 for 1. Unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. But could be worse. Since he is down to 4 cards in hand, I don't actually mind just like 2 for 1ing myself or whatever. And he is gaining a lot of life out of this, but don't care too much. I'm still gonna use 1 dual casting. I want to save my hero skill at this point, and this lets me use my mana more efficiently. and get this guy into attack zone. I mean, this was a good turn for him, but I had enough of a board advantage where I was able to negate the swinginess. That's annoying. So I need some kind of a removal spell. Okay, and unfortunately I'm just completely flooded this game. I mean, I have massive card advantage in hand, but when it's all shards, it doesn't do anything. So now he has an option. He has a choice to make. Does he wanna? Yeah. So at least I didn't give him a chance to start propagating this guy. That's fine. Probably shouldn't have killed him as my hero, but I have so much mana I don't actually care. I'm just gonna play this in defense zone and pass the turn. I will kill the Guardian of Knowledge, who is my hero. Or not. I guess that's a good reason for waiting. It turns on my dual casting, so I don't have to waste any ghouls killing it. And the thing about mana flood or shard flood in this game is that eventually you do draw out of it, and when you do, it means that you were drawing a lot more cards than your opponent. I'm not gonna use this for a long time since a Turret in Turret Zone can make him play around random stuff. And I'm gonna get my Hound flipped. Again, I'm ahead on the board, but this time he is ahead on cards in hand. And now any card that he draws, he will have the mana to use it, which is not a good spot to be in. Basically, I had a couple of chances to completely take over the game, and I just didn't have the cards to do it in my hand. So what's his other? That's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna shard zone. I actually don't think I want to use Desire for Wish at this point. I just want to use my hero skill. So what I'm going to do is attack like this. Use the Doom Hound to finish this guy off. Attack like this, and I have to use it on my turn because, well, I don't want him to flip back and finish this guy off. And I'm not gonna play my Lord of Darkness, since he might have a Hangman. And I think I'll play this guy in defense zone, just in case. Now if he uses a Hangman, it really doesn't achieve much. he does have 5 cards in hand. These guys are starting to really get on my nerves. I mean, I've been able to get value out of killing them every time, but enough's enough kind of thing. Okay. I'm also dropping to pretty low HP, but it can't be avoided. And pass the turn. Okay, that's basically a dead card at this point, since it's not like he's gonna use up 13 mana or whatever. I think at this point I will get some shards. I just want to see what card I get first. So I'm gonna attack like this. See if he lets me trade. Okay. Now I'm gonna kill off this guy. I could have played a Lord of Darkness and kept this at 2-2, but I want to see what the threat is before I commit him. Like all these cards, I don't actually care about him using them, since if he deals damage, like if 13 mana is not enough for him when he has only 4 cards in hand, or 14 mana, it's really, whether he is playing 1 extra mana is not gonna make a difference. I guess this shard does completely counter one of the magic stones. And since I have stuff to play this turn, I'm just gonna use that. I'm gonna attack with this guy, since if he flips them back I want the Necromancer to be enabled. Okay, so I'm at 6 life, which means that if he plays burn spells, he's just gonna straight up kill me. But if he doesn't, he's probably just straight up dead. So the result is that he might play a party or not. Okay, I'm not sure why he did that, why he didn't kill the fallen angel. Sense value, but so if I want to be risky, I can actually, it's only 1 damage to me, and he might just straight up be dead. Yeah. Okay. Looks like I got there, unless he has gain 4 life, in which case I'm gonna get there next turn. Pretty tense game. My deck hiccuped a bit in a couple of spots, but I was able to pull it off at the end. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next round. Hello everyone and welcome back to the final round of the tournament. Just waiting for my opponent to load in. Overall, I've only played a couple of tournaments. It's been 3 days and I only have 19 points. So I've only played I think in like 4 and 2 and like of the 4 I played, I won 1. I got DC'd out of 1. I lost 1 first round because I skipped my first turn playing against not original, and then the last one I had to leave in the second round. And here we go again. So this is the second time this happened to me, and it's always in tournaments. I can stay connected to the server the whole day and I don't have a problem, but after the patch of the 4 tournaments I played in, I've disconnected in 2 of them, or maybe 5, I don't remember off the top of my head. But this is starting to get really old really fast. I don't know what's going on, but I'm definitely not happy.